that I'm picking up for you guys is I feel like for a lot of you, you're breaking out of your shell and you're socializing more. You're going out more and you are really connecting with other people. I feel like a lot of group activities, a lot of mingling, a lot of small talk, all happening all around you. And I feel like you're out searching for more meaningful connections and connections that have a little bit more emotional depth, substance, as well as that will provide opportunities for philosophical expansion. Okay, so you want to be around more like-minded people, but overall, I just see this upsurge in your energy level, as well as your need to expand and communicate with other people. I don't know if it's like just the shift in the seasons where, you know, the weather is warmer, nicer, so you're not bundled up in your homes. You're going out more for sure. And I feel like a lot more daytime activities. Um, I feel like for the past 3 months, a lot of you have been pulling a lot of all-nighters or staying up very late, finishing up things, wrapping up things. And all of those things that have been wrapped up is freeing up your time so that you have opportunities to socialize, to mingle with other people, and to date as well. So I feel like it would be a very, very good beginning for you to start dating, okay? What I'm also sensing as well is there might be some type of I feel like an emotional decision has been made, and that's the way I'm hearing the ways the it's phrased. An emotional decision has been made, and I feel like it was very positive. So I feel a lot of closure. I feel like an emotional decision has been made, which proves to be very, very beneficial. And I feel like you're emerging from that, and you're emerging from, the long winters, the cold weather, and you're coming into something very, very positive. A lot of you are still waiting as well on communication, and this is more on the social front. I don't feel it's anything serious. It's more of a lighthearted decision. So you're waiting on the social front for more communication and more opportunities to branch out and things like that. So let's see what we have for you in terms of the cards. Yeah, so there's definitely like you're dealing with, I feel like you have some emotional connections with people around you. And I feel because these are sentimental, emotional connections with people around you, I feel that it's really important to be objective when you're communicating, to be very, very objective and to be very, very, I would say, discreet as well. When it comes to sharing information where you don't know all the details just yet, it's interesting because I believe Aquarius and Virgo got this same card in this same position. So a lot of you might be dealing with an Aquarius, possibly. They got the same card in the same position. That's really interesting. So yeah, try to aim for more objectivity, okay? Let's see, we need another card out here. Okay. And, well, they want to give you an extra card. Okay, so Capricorns, let me just set these up and then we'll go from there. All right, so let's talk about this situation here. First of all, let's talk about your foundation, because that card strikes me the most. The foundation, we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse position, okay? And I feel like for a lot of you, this is somebody that you're dealing with, and this is somebody as your foundation. It's something that you can't change, okay? It's something in your environment that just exists, and it's something that you can't really change, okay? So a lot of you are dealing with an air sign. So this is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or somebody that brings this energy into your life. When it's in the reverse, it can indicate a very, very highly intuitive person. It can indicate somebody who is very scattered and who is not very logical, okay? So they might be bringing you information that can be destabilizing for you. I don't feel that you're letting it affect you so much because once again, as your foundation, you know who this person is, you know what they're about, and you don't really, I don't feel like it's affecting you in any way. What I'm also sensing from this energy in this card specifically is that aim for more objectivity in your interactions, in your dealings. And I feel that this might be a month in which there is like expansion in your consciousness. So this is like having dreams, having very, very vivid dreams. I feel like an escalation in the ways that you're getting intuitive messages. A lot of you are also heightening your psychic abilities, is what I'm sensing. And being the earth sign, the logical, rational sign that you are, I feel like you're trying to find rational explanations. You're trying to find empirical evidence in the physical world to explain these changes that you're going through. And it doesn't really work like that. So I feel like in the meantime, you are going to have to let it be, or you can try to externalize this rather than going within to figure out, why is all of this happening to me? Why are my intuition like kicking in overdrive? Or why am I having so many lucid, vivid dreams? And why am I astral projecting, for example? I feel like if you have somebody that is more of a spiritual mentor or somebody with a big age gap, um, you know, possibly if you're young, then you want to approach somebody who is older with a little bit more life experience. I feel that they can give you some insights, okay? So allying yourself, surrounding yourself with people who are the same age group, I don't feel that they can give you the insights that you're looking for. Okay. Meditation, I see like meditation under a tree, going outside where there's a little bit more sunlight. I feel that you're going to get the guidance that you need as well. But the easiest route I feel is going towards like somebody who is slightly older. I feel like a generational gap would be beneficial for you because they're going to give you some insights that they're bringing with them a different life perspective that you might not have considered in the past, but just be very, very open-minded, okay? Just know that what happens in the metaphysical realm cannot be explained in the physical realm. So it's important for you to be open-minded this month and for you to absorb the information without judgment. Go home, sift it over, and then see what you're willing to accept and what you're willing to scrap away. So in terms of objectivity, you want to be objective about the people you're dealing with, but some information I feel needs to be assessed and like disseminated or dissected so that you can understand how things work, okay? But I feel like this is the least of your problems because this is something that you might have been on a quest for higher truths overall for this month, okay? These are not just mundane things. I feel like you're on the quest for the greater for answers to life's, like existential questions, okay? So this is something usually indicates to me this is taking the route of a partnership reading, mainly because of the other cards. The Two of Wands is a major, major opportunity. It comes to you and it has a lot of potential. It might not seem like that at first, but it has a lot of potential for you to build upon. Not only that, I feel like there might be travel, higher learning associated with it. There is also like a new path that is going to be forged for you. So I feel like a lot of you have waited on something. It is coming through and you have accepted it in the past. Okay, so this is the past position. What brings you to the present predicament right now is the financial abundance card. So this is freedom from financial worries, finding ways to increase your revenue streams, finding very, very creative ways to be even self-employed, to dictate your own hours, to dictate your own projects, okay? So you're in a really good place financially for this month. What's crossing you here is the Three of Wands. So I feel like a lot of you have accepted something. You're going through the motions. I feel like there might be a little bit of a lag between the acceptance of this new thing and the timing in which it starts. So you're wrapping up things, you're finishing something up, you're saving up as well in order to start this new thing, because this new thing is like something that's heavily on your mind. A lot of you have financial worries, and I feel like it's linked up to the maternal paternal household. A lot of you are somewhat trying to create a better future, not only for yourself, but also for your family unit. And I feel like because this is the crowning energy, this is something that is very security based. So not only are you concerned about your own financial situation, you're at a point where you're thinking long term. Money is coming in abundantly. So you're thinking long term about how you can help out your family unit, parents, elderly parents, for example, extended family members, relatives, for example. There might be something, within either your own home. I don't feel like it's your own home. It might be your maternal, paternal household, or the household you grew up in. There might be some repairs that you're thinking about helping out the family unit with, okay? A lot of you are going through a situation where I feel almost like there's some situation within the home that requires financial assistance from you. So as a result of it, you might be traveling back home. You might be trying to, siphon off some money in order to help family members, or to help people that you consider family. So that can be even roommates living together, whoever you consider family members, or whoever you consider as a part of your own household. I feel like that energy is coming through. There's also reconsideration within the family unit. So, for example, if you have an air sign, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, within your house dwelling environment, there's some talks with them about some income generating opportunities as well. I want you to just be very logical about this, because they are shown up in the reverse. You want to be very logical and I guess a little bit cautious too about the information that they're giving you, okay? Now, in terms of your advice, you have the World card, and this is one of my favorite cards too. It indicates expansion, and this is just like expansion in the metaphysical, philosophical, or even the physical world, okay? So we have a lot of travel coming through. We have a lot of work coming through. Usually when I think of the World card, I think about weight gain. I think about, like in the mundane sense, it can be expanding your waistline, for example. In the metaphysical sense, it can be just waking up to your spirituality, waking up to some sort of reckoning, like some sort of major epiphanies, realization, okay? I honestly feel there is a very, very strong energy here for astral projection, for like lucid dreaming for a lot of you. I feel that you have some very strong protection as well. And you have some very okay, so for those of you who have recently seen an upsurge in your financial situation, okay, it's like unexplainable. I feel like you're being helped from you have some divine protection from your ancestors that are coming through, that are helping you achieve this financial abundance, and they're bringing in as well. They're helping, like working behind the scenes in order for you to in order for some news, some really good positive news to come into your life in order to move you forward. So I'm getting the same messages that I was getting for the so a lot of you are once you put your mind, you're so determined. Like once you put your mind to something, it takes off. It just takes off. And I feel like for the past 3 years, it has been, just the preparation. And now you're ready to soar. And I feel that, without the help, the spiritual guidance, and things like that under your wings, you would like doubt yourself, and you wouldn't be able to give yourself that freedom to soar. And now it's telling you to dream big, because you are going to start soaring, okay? What's coming through in your external environment, though? We have the Page of Cups in the reverse position. So this is basically, when it comes to other people, you want to be extremely cautious about the information that you're getting. And don't let other people feed you like self-doubt. Don't let their pessimism or their lack of faith in you cripple or hinder your plans and your progress in any ways, okay? So try to surround yourself with more positive people who are a little bit more like-minded, because I feel like, going back to the initial message I was getting, I feel that you're trying to expand your social circle and you're trying to find people who are more in alignment with your wavelength and your vibration. So, people that might have been dishonest, people that might be like emotionally immature, you are going to have to leave them behind. And I feel as well, they might reveal themselves this month or for the next 2 weeks. And you're going to have to, really reassess whether or not these emotional bonds are even worth keeping in your life if they're constantly holding you back in a negative mindset. Okay, so unfortunately, we do have to end things. We do have to make like create endings for ourselves if we are not in alignment with other people. Okay, it's just the natural progression of growing, expanding, and especially in growing in your consciousness. Okay. What is your hopes and fears here? We do have the Eight of Coins. The Eight of Coins is basically the card about toiling away. In this deck, your hopes and fears is to be able to manifest something that is beyond your wildest dreams, okay? We have a little bit of a magician energy in the making here, so I feel like for the next 2 weeks, I feel like synchronicities are happening where it's making you believe in magic again. And I know that's a weird phrase coming through, and I feel like it's quite strange getting this for a Capricorn reading because you're an earth sign. But I definitely feel like, once again, trust it. Magic is in the air. Um, I feel like it's more on an emotional or even more on a philosophical basis rather than on a love relationship oriented type of basis, okay? I do want you to have faith that you're being guided in the right direction. You have really good cards that indicate to me you're headed in the right direction. There are no blockages. You have divine protection here. If you see that little bunny, he's like encased inside that bubble. He's protected. The greater power, divine intervention, is at work in order to help you, to shelter you from things that might be harmful to you, okay? So, the universe has to exert, well, actually spirits and the universe has to exert a lot of energy in order to protect you. So just make sure you're headed in the right direction to begin with, so that you don't waste this divine guidance. I also feel like I just feel this like whatever you're doing, dream it, conjure it up, and dream big. Don't let the naysayers pull you down, okay, in their pessimism. And I also feel like you have such great cards that indicate, forward projection. And it seems as if you're being groomed for something more. You're being groomed to be in a position to help a lot of people. Okay? So don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Whatever is happening around you with negative people, don't let them interfere with your plans. This is more of a going inward, trusting your intuition type of month with the Hermit in the reverse. I feel that if you were to get inputs from too many people, you wouldn't be guided in the right direction. So this is more about going inwards, searching for the answer from within. Look for a spiritual mentor that is older than you. I feel like a generational gap. Older people they will be able to, shed some light for you. So I feel like this is a time to get back not only to your roots, but to also expand yourself philosophically, okay? What is coming through as well in terms of the advice here is a decision has been made. There is no going back to whatever it was in the past. You are sailing across to safer waters. All your negative thoughts are being left behind, and you're in a very good, clean mental space right now to start over. Okay, for a lot of you, if you are traveling, I feel like you have some very divine protection from the universe in terms of travel. The Chariot card indicates travel. The Six of Swords indicate travel. So there's definitely some travel coming through for a lot of you. And it's funny, I was getting this for Aquarius as well. So especially for those of you born on the Capricorn Aquarius cusp, I feel like you might want to double check on lodging, because you know the hermit is basically, he's in the middle of the night trying to find a place to sleep. So you might want to double check lodging. I don't feel any complications because both cards are in the upright position, and I feel like traveling is going to, something is working behind the scenes in order to make the travel pan out very smoothly. So I feel like you don't need to worry about it, okay? But I feel as well that you're sailing away from an uncertain past into a very, very favorable and positive future. I'm feeling as well there's going to be a lot of communication coming through from other people for the next 2 weeks. Make sure you surround yourself with good people. Older people, I feel, would be more favorable for you. So make sure you have like deep, in-depth conversations. That's going to go further than like, getting yourself in a social event where you're just mingling and having very superficial conversations. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So that's the message I'm getting here. Like, go within, and also look for interactions that bring you enlightenment. Look for emotional connections and very deep interactions that will shed light on things for you. Okay, the information coming in from your external environment, especially younger people, no matter what your age is, if you consider somebody younger, you might want to just think twice before you take their advice to heart. I do feel that there might be some questions about, existential crises type of questions, where you think about, what is my place in the world? Where do I fit in? Where can I make the most impact? What is my life path? These are all existential questions, and I feel like whatever trip you're taking is going to be able to bring some good insights into the fold. But overall, I feel like you're headed in the right direction. Sometimes we kind of have to muddle through life and find our destination, okay? And the process of getting from point A to point B, it's a learning process as well. So trust in the process, trust in the voyage that you're making in order to get yourself to your destination. Because once you get yourself to that destination, it's going to herald in like the next step of your life. So don't cross that bridge until you get there. Okay, so don't get yourself stuck in so many questions about your future that you are kind of afraid to take a leap of faith. I'm going to say this: a lot of you are being groomed for greatness. Okay, this can be in a work environment where you are somebody like up there is really taking a liking to your skills and the no nonsense approach, and also that I feel like quirky sense of humor that you bring into life, where you're never pessimistic. You find the silver lining in everything. Someone really appreciates that, and they're grooming you for greatness. So that can be on a work front. But I feel like overall in life, you have some very strong divine protection coming through to help you with travel, to help you with progression, like forward movement into the next phase in your life. So I feel like this is a good month for you to develop in spirituality if that's something that you're interested in. Do some more meditation. Um, Surround yourself with more light and heat and warmth. It's going to go a long way, all right? So traveling to an environment that might be a little bit more tropical would be beneficial for you. In terms of your external environment, it's a good month to date. It's a good month to date, but I don't feel like, long-term stable partnerships will be favorable for this month. All right. So Capricorns, I do wish you the best. And for those of you traveling, I wish you the very safest travel. And, I wish you abundance as well for this month. Okay. So you have some very strong guidance here. If you'd like a private reading, please visit my website. The information can be found in the description box below.